Here's my video, lowballing Bruno on Pokemon Yellow. Bruno was relatively easy. His lead is, fortunately or unfortunately for him, I guess, relatively susceptible to cheese. We are rolling once again a level 2 bird. I opted for Pidgey this time. Not really any specific reason. But we're doing the top, say, double team, substitute, fly strat. Onyx, or specifically Bruno's AI, it just picks moves at random, and he also has a chance of using an X defend as opposed to using a real move. So you got to reset a few times in order to get the good luck, but basically get a double team in, set a substitute, and set up the rest of your double teams, and then set up Toxic and start flying to knock out the rest of his team. Not a whole lot else to it. Yeah, out of Onyx's 4 moves, he's got Dig, which is completely ineffective, and also takes 2 turns, which gives you 2 turns to do what you need to do. So that's like the best outcome. But even his other move is Screech, does nothing. If you get hit once, you die anyway. And his other 2 moves are both inaccurate, so it's actually a very easy Pokemon, comparatively speaking, to set up on. So that's the plan. We just use the same silly nonsense stuff that we've been doing this whole time. And it's just very easy against Bruno specifically, due to his poor AI choices. I think I picked the Pidgey specifically because when it levels up here, either on this first level up or on the next one after you defeat the Hitmonchan, I think it hits level 12. Yeah, it's after the Onyx. And then learns Quick Attack, and I don't know, I just like learning over my old moves because I think it's fun. I guess there might be some marginal utility to having access to it if you've got all your double teams set up. It's really not necessary, though. It was just kind of fun to have. I think I do use it in the fight a couple times, but it's certainly not required. You can use Spearow and do the same thing, or whatever. Any flying type. I'm genuinely trying to think if there's anything interesting to say that I haven't already said about this type of strategy already. Not really. Don't worry, there'll be at least one interesting fight in the Elite Four. I promise. I guess Hit Lorielli was actually pretty interesting. There's a lot going on there. Agatha is a trip too. But I don't know. Lance and the Champ, a little bit less exciting, unfortunately. Fly does like surprisingly decent amount of damage actually to these Hitmons. I guess their defenses are pretty trash, and we do have like mass static experience and everything, but stab and all that, super effective. Yeah, I really don't think there's a whole lot else to say. I guess it's a good thing that future generations don't make this exact moveset at least quite as easy to get a hold of. Otherwise, I imagine that's all we'd be doing for all of these. But at least there were a few gems that I had to make some other creative choices. Started looking at Crystal a little bit preliminarily. Haven't really gotten anything in paper yet, but kind of planning what I want to do. Thought I might as well give it a shot. It's a lot less broken than Gen 1 is, but um, there's some potential for some fun stuff to happen. There are definitely some gym leaders who are pretty decent, and some that are less decent. But like not having some of these crutches with the toxic strats, at least until the post game fights, is nice. I'll have to play a little bit more conventionally and try to utilize boosting moves to the extent we can, or other type effectiveness strats, whatever the case might be. Again, I'm not entirely sure what direction everything's going to go. Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about with this. Toxic double team substitute works pretty well, and having the fly in there to add some invincibility turns as well. It's just pretty broken. I do think I have like a minor scare versus the champ. I think it actually does hit me, and so there was this little bit of worry in my mind that, oh crap, what if it hits me again before I get to set up the substitute back up, and I end up losing this after 5 minutes of fight. And this wasn't even that long. I had to reset, I think, 4 or 5 times at the start just to get the Onyx to behave. It really wasn't that bad. Not after what Lorielli was, and not after what Agatha's going to be. And honestly, the Champ and the Lance are a little tricky too, even though, quite frankly, the strategy's kind of be not that far off from what you're seeing here, unfortunately. Although, if it makes you feel any better, I promise I won't use a Pidgey for either one of them. Um, yeah, I don't think there was anything else to say about this. I don't even think I considered another strategy once I looked at the options. It was just like, oh yeah, the level 2 bird thing totally works here, and it did. All right. Oh hey, here we go. Since I don't have anything else to say and I got another 30 seconds, I'm gonna talk about it. I named my character Paul, which means like small. So yeah, there's a reason for it. I'm super like deep and yeah, I don't know.